we running? Yeah, we're on?
So what did we do during this crucial time?
I've been trying to become vegetarian and have less plastic in my life.
I'm Sandy, I'm the Green Party candidate for Mayor. The election's coming up on May the 7th, so we're looking forward to putting forward some really good policies that will get us to carbon neutral using Greta's inspiration.
In our school we've got eco-warriors and I'm one of the eco-warrior.
And so what do you have to do?
You have to have like meetings to make our school green.
Massive issues around kind of eco-anxiety and people's mental health really struggling with working with the climate crisis, and part of how to tackle that is by having a community, having people to talk to about the climate crisis and what we can do.
The Oxford study that was sort of 2017, 2018, that kind of said the single biggest thing we can do to affect the climate and the emergency is adopt a plant-based diet. So it's not just people here like the hippies and stuff like that. The science is talking now as well.
I think on YouTube, a lot of influencers have kind of encouraged going to second-hand and thrift shops, shopping vintage, going on Depop. I've been shopping at charity shops a lot, and I know my friends have kind of been getting into it as well, so yeah, it's definitely noticeable.
Me and my sister walk to school every day instead of driving, most days, except when we're late.
Me and my family, we make sure we buy like meat and stuff from places which don't do anything horrible to animals before they kill them. And we try not to use plastic packaging as much anymore. We use our own tote bags and stuff.
I think she's an inspirational young lady. Like, I think it's wrong that she had to give up her childhood and her education though to do this. She shouldn't have had to do that.
I heard about it publicly about Greta because she was a very big part of people's lives, so that's how I heard it.
Because we come from Ashton Gate School, on the tobacco factory there's a ginormous picture of her.
There's a picture of her, the graffiti in Bristol.
Yeah.
Do you like that picture?
Yeah. And we can see that all the ice has melted in the background.
We're very jealous of her just because she's like 2 years younger than us, but she's done all this and we're just sat here.
We're just here, like...
Yeah, like skipping lectures for it, but...
We made our signs last night as a little like arts and craft evening, but we forgot to put our recycling out, so we like dived in and just found what cardboard we could.
I made it for the last week. I've been making it.
We got them all off the internet. This one's my favourite. We might make this into a chant.
Yeah.
Don't be a fossil fool!
The narwhals will be one of those creatures that is adversely affected by polar ice melts because they rely on the edge of the ice to hunt cod. I feel strongly that the planet isn't just for humans, so the planet's for everybody.
Save our oceans!
And why do you care about the oceans?
Because I love fish!
Do you love fish?
Yeah.
Furries are these subspecies, parasites of the earth. They consume everything in sight, and they are the main cause of climate change. If we do not act now, there will be nothing left but furries that overrun the planet.
Power to the people! Power to the people! People got the power! People got the power! Tell me, can you hear it?
I'm worried that it's like the adults, it's like they're the ones who are doing it and we're the ones who have to suffer. Like, as growing up, we're going to have to deal with it, and that frustrates me and it scares me. Really scared and upset.
Scared and upset. Yeah?
Really sad that animals are dying and diseases are spreading.
It makes me very angry and sad to witness that people in the world have respect our planet well enough.
Definitely frustrated and angry that our leaders and big corporations aren't listening to what I think the majority of people are rising up and saying about.
I'm very supportive of children missing school today. because, and some of the accusations are that, oh, they're not learning anything, but I think young people are learning a huge amount. The young people I speak to who've been coming to the climate strikes over the last few months have learned about climate change and the environmental issues that we're facing, and also this is young people learning about how to make change in society. That's something you don't learn in school, so I wouldn't suggest that we young people should miss school every day, but this is absolutely an opportunity for young people to have their voices heard, and to learn about the issues and how to make change in society.
No one from my school has missed it other than me.
The school that my younger daughter goes to, when the World Cup was on, they kind of cancelled the afternoon so they could watch the England football players playing in the World Cup. But then they say, well, every day is important for school. But then when it was the Women's World Cup, they didn't cancel any lessons. And it's like, oh, this is interesting, they've got different priorities. So I don't always take what they say completely seriously. There's the old saying, the revolution won't be televised, but the revolution won't be authorised either. You don't have to get permission. Nobody is going to pick you to make a change in the world. You pick yourself and you make the change.
No, there's only 2 others in my year missing school.
Yeah, we're the only ones in our year.
This emergency is being completely ignored by the politicians, the media, and those in power.
We need to make sure that the EU regulations are still tight after Brexit, because at the moment the government are trying to reduce them and get out of their responsibilities using Brexit, so none of that.
I know my family recently haven't known who to vote for, but have been voting for Green because everyone feels so passionately that the climate emergency is something that needs to be prioritised in politics.
My first job was here in Bristol running the Friends of the Earth office, where we campaigned on climate issues way back then. We also campaigned and on recycling and waste, so we were able to get the council to put in the curbside recycling system that we have today, which is why Bristol is ahead of the game on recycling.
My mum never voted Green Party and she's voted this year, and my dad's always voted it, so it's even a massive change even in my family.
So politicians are talking about it these days. Climate change is the conversation to be had in political circles, but nobody's really making the decisions or taking the action that will make a difference. So we are committed and we're pledging to take real action.
Thank you, and let's march!